I appreciate you, Naquan.
You already know. It's always love, brother.
All right, man.
All right. Later,
Have a
no
good one.
ass. You too, brother.
All right. Hold on. Somebody sent me a cash app. Let me see what this is. Auntie's baby. Oh, okay. I got you. I'll send it over there to KHR Sums. I mean KGR. Yeah, I'll send it over to him. All right, fam. Tap that screen, share the live. I don't know if we're gonna get a whole bunch of you know what I'm saying, like people that are in opposition, because I don't never I'm not normally on this time of night or whatever, but I figured I'd just come and see how the setup works. I'm trying to get the tweaks. I'm trying to get the tweaks worked out. Cause as you notice, you know what I'm saying, I'm going live on my iPad. I'm also live, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube and Twitch still. I'm just live, you know what I'm saying, like with my cameras. Sorry, I'm live with my cameras on YouTube and Twitch. Sorry about that. Shit just unplugged out the blue. Anyways, for my kid Styles, what's up?
I think they might have tapped in on accident. I muted them because they had a lot of background noise.
Okay, you can drop them down.
Muted. Okay, I'm gonna drop them. For my kids, if you decided that you wanted to actually chat and it wasn't an accidental tap in, come on back up. We'll let you back up. KB said right now the NFL draft and NBA playoffs. Biggest probably watching it.
Who's probably watching it?
The bigots.
Oh, they want to see black men get selected like on the auction block. Makes sense. That makes sense. I always thought that was a weird way to do it. Like have them like parade on down on the stage and whatnot, and like run through all of the combines and stuff. I'm like, yo, why don't you, like, you've seen them play all of this time. You know what they're capable of. You've been scouting them forever. Like, why are you making them go through all this weird shit? I can't even see to pronounce their name. And they got bars. When I run, will you come join? I get a lot of MAGA in there. You gonna run for office? Sure. I don't know if this person meant to come up here either. Okay, guess not. How many shares we got? How many taps we got? I can't see it on my side, so
We got 155 shares and 51,000 likes.
that ain't gonna cut it, y'all. Crystal, what's going on?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. What's going on? How are you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you so much
Glad to hear it.
for bringing me up.
Absolutely.
Um, I just wanted to say, and like, this is honestly, I think, been like kind of discouraging me a bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a disabled, blind black woman,
Okay.
in America,
Yeah.
and um, I love what you guys did at the Unfuck America tour. I think when I was watching and listening, I think that like just the coming together of people was beautiful. It was so just amazing, and like no rads, like they were they were there like for things that had to do with like abortion, when
Mm-hmm.
there were people talking about, oh no, this is what happens, and like they were so like eloquent and just there, and like everyone had their position.
Yeah.
What's really bothering me, just to be honest with you, is I feel like the leftist infighting is like killing, like I
Agree.
hate it.
I
I
agree.
literally hate it. Um to see like people that are on like our same side just like tearing each other down, like what are we going to do? Like
But that's the
Honestly,
question that I asked though. Like, oh, sorry, was that me? Are we on the same side? Like, do you
I
actually
don't know.
understand? Like, do you actually understand liberation movement? Um, so I think that that's a question that they need to ask themselves. Like, again, I'm gonna keep saying it over and over and over and over again, right? Like, if you're not part of, if you've never been a part of any activations, if you're not currently part of any activations, if you
Okay,
don't have
I
anything
understand.
planned.
You're going to keep saying something
Sorry, my phone talks to me
No,
because
no, I got it.
I'm blind. I'm so
No,
sorry.
it's
Yeah,
understandable.
go ahead.
But
Yeah.
like, uh, show me the alternative. Show me the alternative.
Mhm.
Show me the alternative. What are you doing? Where are you doing it?
Yeah.
How can I assist? You know what I'm saying? What's the game plan? Do you have a 501c3 or 501c4 set up? Have you applied for any
Yeah.
grants? Have you identified any grants that you can apply for so I can help you write them? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Because if all you're sitting
Yeah.
there doing is telling me what your gripes are,
Yeah.
I'm not the complaint office.
Right.
I have 8 fucking kids.
Mhm.
I'm trying to make sure that my kids grow up in a better country than I grew up in by any means necessary.
Definitely.
I'm going to go fight fascism where fascism is. So if, you know what I'm saying, Tom across the street is a liberal, but he also, you know what I'm saying, makes, questionable jokes on a regular basis, but he's going to cut me a check for $100,000 to stop fascism, I'm going to take Tom's bigoted ass money.
Right. Right. Like that's exactly how
And I'm
I
going to go
feel.
fight fascism.
That's exactly how I feel. And when I tell people,
Because Tom don't
and
know he
they're-
a bigot.
Right. Right. I agree. I agree with you. And I honestly, it bothers like the fuck out of me. Like my parents, my parents were really active in our community. I mean,
Mine too.
my the woman across the street, she passed away recently, but my whole life, Miss Ruth used to babysit me when my parents had to go out of town. Miss Ruth had all the neighborhood kids. Like it'd just be all of us in her house. My dad would cut her lawn.
Yep.
My dad would cut the people across the street from us's lawn. My mom used to grow tomatoes and lettuce, and like we used to just be like, oh, everyone, like we would just put it out and be like, hey, you guys need vegetables? Like we got vegetables, like come over here, just grab it out, from whatever. Like I was raised in that sort of community my whole life. My whole life. And my grandparents, because I'm 33, but my mom had me when she was 40 years old. So like I have older siblings who are like, they're like in their like 50s now. And because I was like a oh, surprise older kid or whatever when you're older kid. And like my parents always their big thing was like, your neighbors, you help your neighbors. If your neighbors need you, you help them, and then they'll help you. And it was always just a big thing. And I don't understand this like divide among like all of us, right? Like, and I, living in Trump's America now, like it's fucking scary. Like I'm scared sometimes, thinking about, if somebody would come and ask people about their like immigration status, and they're getting rid of, legal immigrants, or just even undocumented immigrants, just hurting people and doing things like this. And it honestly makes me think, like, if people who say they're on my side are so just hateful, and being like, oh well, no, you know what, you're not truly on my side, like what are we going to do? What are we going to do if everything collapses? What are we going to do?
Sorry, there's some static in the background.
Oh,
Is
I'm
that
sorry.
me or is that you?
I have no idea. Is it me? I have no idea. I'm sitting like in a quiet room. Can you hear me okay?
Okay, yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah. No,
oh, okay.
was that me, no Raz, or is that something?
No, Crystal has some static, like maybe rubbing on the bottom of the phone or something.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
I'm
gotcha,
so
gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
sorry.
No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm so sorry.
I was just trying to make sure it wasn't my audio.
Yeah.
Um,
So, yeah. I mean, I just think it's not productive is what I'm saying.
I
Like
agree, it's
we're
not.
supposed to be a collective like unit, and it bothers me because I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a liberal, I'm definitely like far left. And for somebody to tell me, because I think like what happened in Texas, like the Unfuck America thing, I think it was productive. I don't understand why you wouldn't think that is productive. And if I say, well, I think that's productive, for somebody who says they're on my side to say, oh, okay, so you're just a lib then, is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. and
Right.
and not helpful.
I agree.
It's not helpful. Yeah. Like what are we like when everything goes to shit? Like these are the people that you say you care about me. A blind disabled black woman, like you care about me, right? But if I do something that you don't agree with, like to a T, you're just gonna forget about me. Like I don't matter now, right? That's crazy. I think that's crazy work, honestly.
I mean, I think people forget that you can also call people in, and you
Mhm.
don't necessarily need to call people out, especially if it's
Yeah.
people that you're connected to, that you've had friendships or relationships or that word ships. Like
Yeah.
you can have a private conversation and say, "Hey, I saw XYZ, or I see that you're a part of this, and something about it is concerning to me. Can you clarify?" Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be a whole dramatic production. Like we can have, and then after you call somebody in, if things still persist and there's still a problem, then sometimes call outs are necessary. But I think we find if we have personalized conversations with individuals, we can actually accomplish a lot more. And education is much more well received when you have private conversations. At least attempt to have them first.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. And like I wish that the left had as much solidarity as people on the right do. I mean, think about like Roy
Well, I
Moore
mean,
was running for governor,
they're
right?
all like, you know what I'm saying? Essentially, like, what's the word? They're all unified, under racism. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a little bit different. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
for sure.
But
No, for sure.
they're all
Yeah. I mean,
unified
but
around racism, so it's just a little bit different.
no, definitely. But I mean, like, do they, no matter who it is, no matter who's running, no matter what happens, they're always supporting whoever it is. Like Roy Moore was running what in Alabama or whatever, and he was like a child rapist. And everyone was still just like, "Oh, that's nobody's business." Like the right was still just 100% on his side. But then you have like progressive people who try to run, and it's like, no, they're not good enough. Like AOC did this, Bernie Sanders, like talking about like most recent thing I saw like on the news was like people talking about AOC and Bernie Sanders taking a private jet or whatever to do their one of their tours or whatever, which was in the middle of like nowhere, Montana, where like they couldn't even get like a regular flight. And that was like a they should be canceled offense type thing.
Yeah,
I,
listen, man. Cancel culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, for there's certain people that are absolutely like cancelable. Like, you know what I'm saying? That 1,000%. I'm like, yeah, fuck that person. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
Like, that's a wrap. But aside from that, like, I don't necessarily believe in carceral punishment for the most part.
No, of course not.
I feel like that, as an educator, my first option is always going to be to try to educate people. Like, I expect white people to do white people shit.
Yeah.
Me and Tattoo Maven are friends in real life. But do you think that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that they'll ever fuck up. Of course I do. Am I gonna say, am I gonna say, Melissa, don't ever fucking talk to me again? No. I'm like, hey, fam, don't say that. Like, we was on the bus, we was on the tour bus the other day. Somebody said some shit. They said the word savage. I'm like, yo, don't say that shit.
Wow.
And then I explained to them why, and it was a wrap. They apologized. They were like, yo, won't happen again. You know what I'm saying? I've had conversations with, you know, both Dean and Parker over the years. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's above reproach, but I'm not going to say, you know, like, fuck this person and, you know, it's the end of the line.
Right.
You know, we just got to.
No,
you got to meet people where they're at sometimes. Especially when you're all trying to work towards the same end goal.
Right. That's my, like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because if we are all on the same side, like, why are we throwing each other away, like, so quickly for, like, just things, right?
People are frustrated. People are frustrated and disillusioned with what is going on in the country. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they feel like they don't have any control of the situation. And so anything is susceptible to being a target.
Yeah, I get that. But, like, you know what I was thinking about specifically, like, with a lot of well, I won't say a lot, but, like, people just talking about, like, how the Unfuck America tour was just not, it was like performative or whatever. I mean, first of all,
it's easy to call some shit performative when you've never performed.
Right. Right. No, exactly. And I was going to say, my biggest problem was, like, it was mostly focused on, like, the Dean and Parker thing or whatever. Don't you want white people to hold other white people accountable for their shit?
Telling white men to take white men to the carpet and take them to task for, like, I don't know, fucking 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 10, 100, 200, all the time. So, like,
right.
So now they're like, okay, we're going to go out and do it. We're going to, like, us white men are going to go and confront other white men. And they're like, no, not you.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, because it's not our problem. Like, as like, Black people, indigenous people, or just people of color in general, it's not our, like, we don't have to, you know, teach, if we don't want to, teach white men specifically, especially, about what's happening. And there's white men who are willing to talk to other white men about their problems.
Yeah, let them do that shit.
Why is that wrong?
Let them do that shit.
And I want to be clear. Parker, because I saw this in the comments. Parker let every woman who wanted to speak about women's issues speak. There wasn't a let. It's not he let us. We were all afforded the opportunity to speak as much or as little as we so chose to do so. Like, I was up there, I said what I had to say. Guy said some crazy shit, and he said that if he did XYZ, he would unalive. And I said, I wish you would. And I walked away, and Parker said, okay, I'm good. She dropped the mic. I'm gonna say what I gotta say now. Like, everybody got to say what they wanted to say. Please, y'all, please stop this. It's too much.
Yeah. No, like, I completely agree with, like, I was watching and I thought that it was very, very, like, equitable and fair, and, like, you know, and all the people who are saying, oh no, this is just the Dean and Parker show. Like, they didn't, you know, I saw, like, Santana speak, and, like, Rads, like, got speak, and Mr. Jones, like, everyone was speaking and talking, and, like, what, like, it was just, like, togetherness and, like, niceness, and,
what
like, I
happened
actually
this weekend
think it was
inspiring.
good. Yeah, I really think so. I really do.
That.
So I literally hate seeing, like, people who are quote unquote on our side, like, saying it's bad, and, like, you know, like, questioning me for thinking that it's a good thing, and me, like,
Hey, listen,
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I tell everybody else, and I say this every damn day. Protect your peace at all costs. Most of these are parasocial relationships. Some of these people, right? Like I was talking about, consciously We know each other in real life.
Yeah.
Obviously, myself and Amanda, we know each other in real life. Me and Santana, we
Mhm.
know each other in real life, right? Now I know a lot of these other people in real life. Like, these parasocial relationships can oftentimes become toxic because,
Mhm.
like, you've attached yourself to an idea of who a person is and not actually who a person is.
Sure. Yeah.
And that shit's dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like, but like, I mean,
But just as
you know,
easily as you met somebody online,
mhm.
you
Yeah,
can meet somebody online.
exactly. And I mean, like, even, you know, some of my own friends, like like in real life, like that are near me, like have have said things that are like, well, I mean, do you really think that did anything? Do you think that them going there is everything fixed now? And I'm like,
Oh, so that's
dude,
how it works? That's how it works?
right?
You go to one place one time and all this stuff.
Yeah,
Like, what are we, the fucking Avengers fighting Thanos
right.
with the fucking Infinity Rings? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Or
And like
Infinity
one of my
Stones?
like and the thing is like this has been like really like and I'm not trying to be like, you know, vulgar or whatever, but that shit was like fucking me up, right? Because my one friend who I thought was like my like ride or die like friend legitimately was like, uh oh, you think like what they did there like changes anything? And I was like, dude, I think it was good. I think they did something
Tens
good.
of
And
thousands of people watched.
yeah.
They watched
And I said,
they watched Charlie Kirk avoid us. Mr. Freedom of Speech himself.
right.
Two, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They watched us literally cook, you know what I'm saying, conservatives in real time in 4K in front of tens of
I
thousands
know.
of people. And those were
And
some
my
of the
friend,
best. Like, there was not a single one of us that stutter stepped at all. Every single person
yeah,
that
no,
got on that
I
stage
saw.
handled their fucking business.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
gave him a
Like
little pep talk
I
the
was
night before at the
listening.
restaurant, and we got out
Yeah,
there
no, I was listening.
and
Yeah,
got
you
busy.
guys were amazing.
I love that
You
analogy.
guys,
I love that analogy. You don't pick the fruit the same day you plant the tree.
Sure don't.
no, that's great. Yeah, exactly. And
These were
like my
seeds.
one friend, which I was gonna say might probably not really be my friend, right? Like, looked at me and they're like, "Oh, I see. Okay,
Hey,
so you've
hey, babe.
just
How many
been
times I say that? How many times I say that?
Yep.
Everybody who you're friendly with, everybody you know,
isn't your friend."
isn't your friend.
I need to
Yeah,
listen to him more often.
yeah, I think you're right because my quote unquote friend was
I
like,
can't believe she just said that on a live
"Oh, so
stream. That's
you
crazy.
my quote unquote friend said to me, they were like, "Oh, so you think that did something?" And I was like, "Yeah. I mean, it yeah."
So hold on.
And she looked me dead in
So we
yeah.
should. So the alternative is do nothing.
Right. Right. And I said that. I was like, "Well, what if nothing happened?" Like or whatever. And she literally, this is what she said, and she, you know, says she's a communist, right? Right? She's fighting for, you know, all of our rights, and she's, you know, a communist. And she looked at me and she goes, "Oh, I see. You've been on TikTok too long. You've become a lib." And I said, "What?" And she was like, "If you think that did anything, you're a lib now." And I was like,
That is so
dude,
fucking
what?
childish.
Hate it here.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, and then because I was, you know, I have like anxiety
Hey,
issues
listen,
and
I
all
was
that. Like, I
literally up
started,
on the stage. I was literally up on the stage advocating for fucking socialism. So,
yeah,
No,
like,
literally.
I know, like, and I was watching, and like, you know, I have like anxiety and all that. So like, I sat all day yesterday, and I was just like, oh my gosh, is she right? Like, am I wrong? Like, am I thinking wrong about whatever? And then, like, you know, I like talk to my like mom and my other friends and like my husband. They're like, dude, no,
Yeah, I'm not, and I
like,
was even telling
there's,
people in the crowd, I'm like, y'all think it's all, you know what I'm saying, unicorns and rainbows because you're temporarily able.
yeah,
It's only a matter of time before, you know what I'm saying, like you know, need help, assistance, accommodation.
Right. Yeah. And like it just shocked me because like, you know, and honestly, like I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna like distance myself from them because like that seems like some toxic behavior to me. Like you're going to say that to me? Like I have done things in my community. Like I do things in my community as a disabled, blind black woman. Like in my community, I try to reach out, help people. I do food drives with people. I try to do my best. And you're like
And that's what I'm saying.
literally
And so
saying
like,
that?
yeah, right. And so if you can do all of those things, you know what I'm saying, as a disabled person, then the other
Yeah.
people, you know what I'm saying, who swear up and down, you know, all across this app, that they're really about that liberation life.
Sure. Yeah, why can't they, right? Like why can't they live
Hey,
up to
listen.
the truth?
Hey, listen.
And it's
when
like
me
it's
when
just
me and
so
No Raz when me and No Raz
Yeah.
first started talking, then I want to introduce Melissa. When me and No Raz first started talking, I said I can't be in a relationship with somebody who's not going to be boots on the ground with me. Like if you're not going to go out there and fight on the front lines with me, this can't be a thing.
I was already doing stuff before you.
No,
so-
I'm just saying. But when we were having conversations before we start, like we were in a
Right.
relationship,
No,
I
you
was
said
like,
that to me, and I said that's not a problem. I said,
yeah,
can
but
you
we
trust
weren't
me?
even
Yeah.
talking about being together at the time. We were
Right.
just talking about in general. I was
Yep.
like, yo, if somebody is not equitably involved, you know what I'm saying, in fighting oppression and tyranny, I can't even consider a relationship with them.
Yep. Oh, Crystal dropped. Bye, Crystal.
Yeah, I don't know if that was
No,
intentional
and that
or
was
not.
that was a real conversation we had, and I was like, oh, okay, you're ready. Let's do this because that's life got in the way the last couple months, but shit, like I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I've always been all about it. Kiki said your feisty frontline is too far back for your personality. I mean, maybe.
I love that for you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys listen. I'm so happy that you guys got out there and you did that. I've been seeing all the videos. I did not, was it Tuesday or was it yesterday?
Huh? And that was Tuesday.
The tour.
Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday.
It was Tuesday, that's why. Yeah, so
Yesterday we
had
didn't wake up until like fucking 10 o'clock. Ate a little breakfast and then went straight to the airport.
I didn't get to see it because Tuesday I had organized our MAGA school board majority used that Trump executive order to go ahead and just gut our DEI
That's crazy
programming.
Check your cash.
Oh no, it's wild.
What happened?
Nothing. I was just adjusting the camera.
No, I'm talking to Melissa.
Oh, so basically a couple weeks ago, they took that EO and they were like, yep, okay, we're going to go ahead and we need to get this on the agenda because there's this vacation by the state. So they voted to put it on the agenda the same night of the school board. And then those jackasses voted for it that same night. They didn't give the public an opportunity to look at it, to talk about it. This resolution that just basically gutted all of our DEI programming. So after that happened, I, of course, I got on my bullshit, which is, me getting on my bullshit is organizing. So we set a record number of speakers to sign up, which was 113 speakers. There was Oppo, of course, only about a handful. Yeah, it was like 6 to 8 of them. And that was on Tuesday. So I was very busy Tuesday getting ready for the school board meeting and did not leave the school board meeting until like 11:40, I think it was, when I rolled out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and one of the school board members literally left the dais in the middle of my speech and went to the cop and was telling him he needs to do something about my hate speech.
Jesus Christ.
Arms flailing, whole thing. An elected official trying to get me kicked out because they haven't posted the meeting yet, so I can't get the clips of my speech. But I was, it was pretty. I was pretty brutal, calling out the racism. I mean, it wasn't wrong,
Right.
but I'm sure it was offensive.
Hey, no Raz.
Yes.
What's your favorite candy?
Twix.
Huh?
Twix.
Okay. Cool. You want some?
Yeah.
All right, you guys go get some.
Oh, down. You
Somebody
not just do it.
somebody pay $50 to deport no Raz.
No. Well, what's hilarious was I accidentally requested to come up because I was about to get in my hot tub. I am going to depart right now and jump off of here, my friend.
Okay.
You guys keep doing the wonderful work that you're doing. I'm going to relax and decompress from my day.
All right. Well, you have a good one. Thank you for the work you do.
I know. Yeah, no problem. All right. Oh, hey, Amanda. All right. You're back.
Hey, Kiki paid to deport them.
Oh, Kiki did that?
Gotta
Where's
give the
Kiki
people
in
what
that? Because I'm gonna mute her ass. Where's
Gotta
she
give
at?
the people what they want.
Ooh. Where's she? Oh, yeah. Well, Kiki always gives people, like, she's very good at giving people what they want.
You Kiki's
oh
here.
Oh. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful night. I'll be listening, but just in my hot tub, and
All
I
right,
can't turn
sounds
the
good.
bubbles on here. So. Bye.
All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Oh, I don't care.
Who we got? Tenora, what's going on? How are you, friend?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. What would you like
Well,
to
I'm
talk
glad.
about?
I'm glad you guys are back. I was literally on everybody's lives trying to see who's talking to who during the tour.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate that y'all guys did not get to talk to Charlie Kirk, which is sad because
No, it's not.
I really thought he just had the balls to do what he said he was going to do.
Oh,
and
listen, none of us went in there with the, certainty or belief that he would actually, speak to us.
Yeah.
I personally, and you can ask Amanda. I said I have no desire to talk to him.
Yeah, because you
and-
have
and
credentials, like you had a
engage
purpose.
in disingenuous dialogue, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know Charlie Kirk, and I've talked to a million people like him. I've talked to him before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was like, my mission is to go there and create the counterculture.
Yeah. And I applaud you both for doing what you guys went there for.
Like, what I look like going to troll this man? Like, oh.
Right. Look,
Fuck you,
I
Charlie.
understand. And plus,
troll,
after
like if I'm
hearing
gonna
that
troll
he
him,
had
I'm just make videos debunking him online every damn day.
And then after hearing like he's literally was moving people to the back, like Chris, he was moving him to the back, and it's like Dean was like, "Oh, hey, pick me." He didn't pick him, and I was just like, "You only talked to like one of you that was with you guys." I forgot his name.
Simple Black
he
Theory.
talked to him. Yeah, but it was a good thing you guys were able to talk to the certain students individually. Because I believe like the students over there didn't really represent conservatism. Like all of them say they're conservatives. It's just like, but do you actually have conservative values? And then most of them just say, "Well, I'm just conservative because my mom and dad are." So
Right.
I just wanted to follow in their footsteps.
When I was doing one-on-one interviews, I only wanted to talk to the older people and ask them if they thought that it was cool that a college dropout, a community college dropout, was telling other children that college is a scam, feeding them essentially fascist rhetoric. And you'd be surprised. Oh, well, not everybody needs to go to college. I'm like, oh, well, did you go to college? Yeah.
I think,
okay. Did you go to college? Yeah.
They all said the trades.
Did you go to college? Yeah. But they're
I
all telling everybody else to go to the trades. Like, how many fucking HVAC techs do we need?
Yeah, I truly believe that Charlie Kirk thinks that he's Jim Jones. I don't know, because Jim Jones had kind of like that same,
He had him
rhetoric.
acting super culty inside that arena, boy. That
Had
shit
them
was
showing
wild.
out, throwing hats and whatnot. I said, what in the hell is that?
The weird dancing they were doing was absolutely, first of all,
Not even doing it right.
Not a single fucking one on beat. But the weird dancing they were doing was something.
I think that's I think like a Texas A&M chant of some sort. I don't fucking know.
I don't know, but not a single one was on beat.
Because I know you guys is like, I watch you guys live most of the time when I'm at work. So y'all just want to like put out a message to people, like especially who voted this election and whatnot. And it's sad that a lot of people voted based on feelings instead of actually like saying like this is who I'm like this is why I'm voting for this person. Like majority of the people that did vote, you know, for Kamala, they had their reasons. And so like with Trump, it's like everybody, like even when I'm on your guys' live or anybody else's live, everybody that's a Trump supporter keeps saying, or you probably got a lot of answers at the Texas college, like, "Hey, I voted for him because the immigration," and they're like, but mind you, I'm like, does immigration like affect you personally? It doesn't affect them personally at all. They just saying, "Well, I disagree with immigration," or say the economy, and I'm like, "Well,
They don't
you're
know.
18
They
years
don't know
old.
the
How do you
first
what do you know
goddamn
about the
thing about the
economy?"
economy. They don't know shit about no economy. They just
Yeah,
be saying shit to
so
say it.
they're like tariffs are working. I'm like, they're not
I
working.
bet they
So
are.
yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the misinformation that happened with this election. And I understand like everyone is entitled to feel how they feel with the Democrats and how they didn't, push hard enough to the Kamala be who she was. I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird because I feel like with this election was very important,
Right.
but it's the same thing that they did. Like they're trying to say like, oh, like what Hillary, for example. A lot of people just personally didn't like Hillary and they use like her emails and whatnot, but just in general, they just don't like the Clintons.
Mm-hmm.
But Kamala is way different from everybody that we've known that ran, for president. She's different. Like she's served in all three branches, so you would think, okay, she's qualified. So let's, give her some type of like common ground to like hear her out.
Right.
A
Right.
lot
Right.
of people just thought that, hey, she's not speaking. I'm not understanding her because she's speaking in word salad. It's like, well, it's not our fault that you don't read. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
not
like,
word salad. You're just illiterate, friend.
yeah. It's really sad because they try to use like whatever was going on, in the Middle East as her. It was like her fault, her doing. And I'm just like, if you guys will understand what the U.S. has done for decades, we wouldn't be having this conversation as to why y'all didn't vote for, y'all didn't want to vote for Kamala and whatnot. So it's just very confusing. Like Trump doesn't care about people, and he never has. Like where I'm from, where he banked up the casinos, I haven't heard or seen him step foot where I'm at all since. So
Right.
the fact that they can say he helps the economy and he literally helped his billionaire friends with the tariffs. So it was just kind of weird. Not a lot of people who did invest and they're saying, well, I made money during this whole tariff debacle or manipulation with it. I'm like, no, you didn't. Because there's no way how everybody else lost money, but you're the only one that made money. That just means you just don't care about the working class people that actually like work hard for their money, like 2 or 3 jobs. Like if you can sit down with a person who's worked 2 or 3 jobs compared to somebody who's, who has their spoon fed or privileged, they wouldn't understand because they don't want to understand how it feels to be, like say a mom of 2 or 3 or 4 kids that have to work 2 or 3 jobs that never catches a break. Like, they
Right.
don't want to hear that stuff. And there's a lot of people that are like that. So it's just very unfortunate that a lot of people are going to suffer in the end because of all the stuff that's going on. And I really truthfully like feel bad. And that's like all I can do because I voted on the right side of history. So the fact that a lot of people who are younger than me, voted for Trump and it was more so based on feelings. Like I said before, like their mom and dad did. So they're doing it. It's just really weird. I don't know. It's a lot that's, going on. And people like, Charlie don't make it no better trying to, like make white people feel important again. Like, hey, you're important. So let's just say that
Make
DEI
white
is
people
terrible.
important again is the craziest shit I ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I never. It's just weird to me, like even like say American history, like slavery is American history. Like
Right.
that's something that we have to know. So when they're saying, "Oh, critical race theory is being taught in schools," I don't know no other. I don't know any school that's being taught critical race theory. I don't know
No,
any of them.
there isn't.
So yeah. So and also who else was? Oh, Chris, like the guy that had lost his child in tech, the Uvalde thing. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like how a lot of people are very like tone deaf when it comes to pew pew laws and stuff, and they're saying like, well, those red flag laws, the background checks, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to stop mass
Yeah.
stuff
So I'm
from
gonna
happening.
ask the same question. So do nothing then.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it will help enough. It won't do as much, but it will help enough. Because nobody wants to like keep. I'm sorry, Brett. It's my bad. So I just don't want to have to like keep watching the news and like hearing another child being unalive about something that was out of their control. But they're just kids. They just want to learn. So having those events happen every other time is just very, very sad. So because like still to this day, I feel like you guys being there and like him talking about it, still to this day, like the cops could have did so much better on that day, and the fact that they did a very poor job letting that happen is very, very like unfortunate, disingenuous, and for Charlie Kirk to say what he said about I watched Brett's video talking about it, like what he had said. It's just very disingenuous. Until it happens to Charlie's kid, he won't understand. But it's just like really dumb. I don't like when people like talk about like stuff like how when we like stuff like that happens, and the next day we just get over like it didn't happen.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
I don't know, it's just weird. And then when you ask Trump about it, all he can say is like, it's a tragedy. It shouldn't have happened. It's like, well, you didn't do nothing about it, so
Right.
you don't care about that stuff. So I don't know if we're ever going to. Hopefully, we have somebody that can actually put in a law to like protect these kids, because all I want is for these kids to be protected by certain events like this. I do, because I really care about the kids, because they're our future in the long run. So it's just really sad that there's a lot of people that would sit there and tell everybody, well, you have to get over it, it happened. Like, it's just like, you can't say that. You would never know how it is to be a parent and having to deal with the consequences
Have
of
to
having
bury
to,
your
like,
child is crazy.
yeah, so that it's just very disingenuous. I don't like people that are ignorant and just don't care about anything, because just I'm saying here like do you have a heart? Like, do you care about any of this stuff?
But
Like,
that's
you
the
care
problem,
about
though. They don't.
yeah, like you care about if a dog gets kicked or a dog gets thrown across the room or a dog gets abused, but if a child
Yo,
is
the
like,
fact that they made specific laws, you know what I'm saying, when like we didn't already have laws in place to protect animals from, animal cruelty, but they didn't make any laws to stop children from being unalived at school is absolutely batshit insane to me. I'm like, y'all for real? For real?
yeah, and even like also like to mention even like certain like when you be having conversations with like black people who support Trump, and I still don't understand that to this, like I don't understand why they do. I'm guessing like it makes them feel good, like, oh hey, like Trump reminds me. I don't know, because there's certain black men that say, well, he was like since he got pew pew that, oh, Trump is a real gangster because I got. It's like, but that don't even make any. That's just weird. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just really dumb. I don't know. It's really like it's I don't know. I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. But I'm really glad you guys went there and did what you had to do in that hot weather, because I couldn't survive no Texas. I've been to Texas before. I mean, I know you guys are from Florida, so I don't know if Florida heat is different from Texas. I'm not sure.
Florida heat is legit. Like, it ain't no Florida heat ain't no bitch.
So I'm just glad you guys went there and did what you guys had to do. Hopefully you guys do more of that soon. And, just spread awareness, because when these midterms come, people got to know exactly what's going on in their towns, going on in their cities and their counties and whatnot. They can't be tone deaf and, like, disingenuous about a lot of stuff that's very important. And
Right.
because we got to get Trump out of there. Trump's doing too much. I don't know what else he's like, not this been court orders when we're supposed to, listen to the Supreme Court, and everybody's saying, oh, Trump don't got to listen to the Supreme Court. I'm saying here like, well, I don't know. I don't know. It's like a bunch of yes men in there. So the fact that even people that he appointed, they're telling him like, Trump, you know what you're doing is wrong, right? But he don't care about that. And Lord knows what they're going to, Lord knows what they're going to do with Pete Hegseth and what he's doing. He's doing a very bad job.
Bro sending signal chats with all of the state secrets in it. But I appreciate you, Tenora. I'm gonna go on to the next guest.
No problem.
But I do appreciate you coming to visit us today.
Yep, no problem.
All right. You have a good one.
You too. All right.
Who do we got above them?
Cold Jam.
Cold Jam, what up?
What's up, brother? I love you guys. Sorry, excuse my language. I love you guys. I love you, Mr. Jones. I love you, No Rads. I've been following you guys for about 9-10 months, somewhere around there. So the question that I want to address is, what value do men have?
Okay.
So I got married at 19 years old, 1999.
Okay.
Had 4 kids with my wife. 2021, she decided that she was going to do other things.
When you say other things, what do you mean other things?
She had an affair.
Oh, okay, got you.
She decided to step out.
That's terrible.
So the value that I think men bring is that for those 21 years, she never had to work.
Mm.
I didn't want her to work. No, stay home with the kids, raise the kids, do what you got to do. I got the family.
I'm gonna say something you don't like, bro.
Go ahead.
Women don't step out of relationships that they're happy in.
Yes, I understand that.
Right.
But my only issue with that is she never told me she was unhappy.
She probably did, but we're men and we don't listen very well, unfortunately. We
You
really
are
don't, bro.
100%
We really
correct.
don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, for her to not have to ever worked probably means that you were working a lot, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And so, essentially, for lack of a better expression, you abandon your relationship for, you know what I'm saying, for some dollars.
Yeah, but those dollars let her stay home with the kids.
Yeah, but do you think that that's not exhausting, bro? Staying home with the kids every
No,
damn day? You don't think
I
that
know
that
it
takes a
is.
lot of mental toll on folk?
I know it
Moreover,
is, but it wasn't that type of relationship.
did she really want to stay home though? Like, did
Yes, she
she?
did.
She did. Okay.
Yes, she did.
And was she afforded the opportunity to do things outside of the home and be her own person
Oh
outside of
yeah,
the
I
home?
pushed her to get her GED because she never graduated high school because she got pregnant at a young age. I pushed her to get her GED. She did start working in 2017, and she was making good money. And then COVID happened. And she was cleaning people's houses and stuff like that. So COVID happened, and it all kind of got shut down. But
And
once it
how?
all got shut down, she never went back.
Well, and how much of the domestic labor do you think that you would say you contributed to, in terms of taking care of the house and the children?
I'd say probably about 40%. Like I would go coach my son's soccer team.
That's not domestic labor.
No.
That's
No,
fun time. That's fun time,
no,
Dad.
I'm getting there. I would go coach my son's soccer team, get home from soccer practice, and then have to cook dinner. I did the
What do you mean?
dishes.
Right
I
now?
did the laundry. I did everything. Like there's nothing in a house that I can't do. My dad left when I was 13 years old. My mom raised me from that time until I joined the Navy at 19. And she taught me everything. I know how to do laundry, cook, clean, everything.
Right.
So I shared those responsibilities. And I also did the grass cutting and working on the cars and things of that nature. So
And how often
it's
did y'all spend time together? Just the two of you?
not very.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
I mean,
If we dig long enough, we can always find, you know what I'm saying, like the root cause.
There's always a reason. And
Right,
I
right.
understand that. I'm not trying to say that it's all her fault. No, I know I played my part in it. It's just I was the provider and protector, and all
Protector
of a
from
sudden
who?
we wanted a different
Protector from
something.
who? Protector from who?
Well, you know what I mean. Fuck, if we're out at a bar and somebody starts talking crap, who's supposed to step up?
Negro, you just leave. You try to get you try to get beat up or shot at the bar because somebody was talking?
No, definitely not. I'm a lover, not a fighter, and I would choose to walk away before anything else. But if somebody lays hands on her or somebody is being disrespectful, I'm gonna say something because she was my queen. I gotta stand up for her.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna give y'all brothers that are out here listening a piece of advice. Take your ass home, bro. Like I mean that shit. Take your ass home. Now listen, I'm not gonna front or fake on y'all, not even a little bit. Amanda would tell you, if you guys ever talk to Mermaid, they'll tell you. You ever talk to Liv or Dan Trail and them, they'll tell you. Listen, I'll be the first person to say, don't start no shit, don't be no shit. You want a problem? But like for the most part though, and even myself, y'all need to take y'all asses home. Go home. Go home. Because you're no good to anybody dead.
You are correct.
Or crippled.
I agree with that 100%. 100%.
You no good to anybody dead or crippled. Take y'all asses home. I mean that shit. All of this, you know what I'm saying? I gotta defend my woman's honor and shit like that. You ain't
But that's
defending
what
no
we're
honor in a
supposed to do, ain't
box.
That's
So-
how we was raised, ain't it?
Well, the point of the
That didn't
prompt,
make it
though,
good. Sometimes we gotta break the cycles.
and I think you missed it. Like, the point of the prompt is all of the things that you said that you did or you contribute to the relationship, you're not needed for. Like,
Nah, not
your
even.
wife can do those things without you. Could make the money, could do the laundry, could take care of the kids. Like, single moms do it all the time. So I think you missed the point.
Kinda, sorta. So we're in the process of divorce right now, and I am giving her money for what I estimate alimony and child support is going to be. But to her, it's not enough. But yet, she is still not working. We've been separated for 4 years now, and she's still not working. She expects me to pay for everything.
When you say everything, what do you mean by everything?
Mortgage, cable bill, light bill, everything. Like all of her household needs.
Well, y'all
are
still legally
supposedly
married.
my
She's not a dummy.
responsibility.
You guys are still
Yeah,
legally
hey, bro.
married. She's
Hey.
not a dummy.
Yeah, but hold on, bro. I'm gonna give you another piece of advice. Hey, stop paying all that shit, bro. Because when you do go to court, I don't know how long y'all were married. Because
21, 25 now. We're still married.
She's
So it's
entitled
been
to
25
alimony.
years.
yeah, no, she's definitely entitled to alimony for sure.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if you
Oh, yeah.
keep paying the amounts that you're paying though, then they're going to say that like you have the ability to pay that amount, and they're going to expect you to continue to pay that amount because now you set a precedent.
But she wants more. But she's going off of the idea that I don't need to work. I was a housewife, so it's your responsibility. You take care of me. I don't need to do anything.
But
All
bro,
I gotta
you
do is sit at home.
did set that precedent though.
I did.
Like
I did.
legitimately
I'm
set
not-
that precedent.
Yes, sir. I agree with that. That was my marriage.
Oh, shit, what was that?
That's how my marriage worked.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Fish head. TikTok is bugging out.
Ladies, never put yourself in a position where you need to rely on a man to pay your bills. For real, for serious. Don't do it to yourself.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
And that's what she hates right now. Because I'm not giving her as much as she thinks she deserves. And it's a problem. But that's all I had to say.
Yeah,
I love both of y'all. Y'all keep doing what you do.
I appreciate you. I still don't feel like I got an answer to the question, but I do appreciate you coming up and talking about your experience. Though.
What question? Sorry. What question?
What value do men provide? I still don't feel like I got an answer to the question.
Shit. Protection and providing ain't
Protection
enough.
from what?
Protection from anything. Like, you know what we do as men.
I don't. Men are
Oh,
the most
well.
likely to physically harm a woman.
Women
are the most likely to step up if there's an actual like physical violence event. Like women are more likely to step in than men are.
Stop it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so
I understand. But I guess I think of it like if you walk into my front door, if there's a sound in the basement in the middle of the
if
night.
somebody walk in your front door, you walk out the back door, bro. I'm so serious right now. Like you are more likely to harm yourself or somebody in your household than you are to stop a perpetrator. So if somebody come in your front door, you go out the back door.
I don't own a weapon, so
that's even more reason to leave.
Yes, I agree with that.
Listen, man, this is the one thing that I want from men in 2025 and beyond. Is stop being a superhero in your own fucking comic book. Because you're setting, and this is out of love, I mean this. Y'all are setting expectations that you yourself cannot meet. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and also are not sustainable. I'm guilty of the shit too. So don't think I'm just talking to like, everybody else and not about myself, because that's not the case. But we got to stop setting expectations.
I know who you are. I've been listening to. I know who you are. I know you're not coming at people negative. I know you're just trying to educate.
Right.
I appreciate that. So yeah, I guess I just got some shit to think about and some decisions to make on what I want to keep doing or what I want to do going forward. And I appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad you came up and talked to me. And I'm sorry if the first time I requested I disappeared, but my son needed some shit, so I had to run Dollar General. So, all right, I love y'all.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Mr. Jones. Thanks,
Absolutely.
NORADs.
You're good,
Have a
man.
good night.
Love you too. Good luck with everything, okay?
Thank you.
April Cadabra, is that what that says?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. What's going on? How are you?
Hi. Thank you. I'm good. I hope you're doing well too. I just, the gentleman that was on earlier, I just wanted to mention something real quick. I'm in a similar situation. We were married we're still married. We're separated.
Right.
And anyway, when I separated from my husband, I had been, all these years out of work. So when I tried to go back into the job market,
yeah, it's tough.
I'm an older woman. My kids are big, and who's going to hire me? I had a great. It was just so that's something. My husband. I will say this about our relationship: we raised good kids. We raised good kids. We made. We were good together in terms of that, but in the long run, we just weren't compatible. There's something that I just want to mention here, guys or girls. Nurture the relationship. Nurture it. Continue going out on the dates. Just drives together. Just stuff like that. I mean, the course of the 23 years, longer, that my husband and I were actually together, we traveled 3 times. That's it.
Damn.
That's
Yeah, we gotta do
years.
that.
And let me tell you, I said,
We've traveled more than 3 times.
I'm 58. So for me to leave was huge.
Right.
And I was tired of carrying the emotional burden of the relationship on my shoulders.
Fair enough.
Because, the thing is I get it. Men go out to work, they come home, they're tired, whatever. I understand that. But woman's job is 24/7, because if that kid gets up in the middle of the night, at least for me, I'd let my husband sleep, as he had to get to work the next morning. I was a typical trad mom, but I'd wake up in the middle of the night all the time, and I still had to get up the next day to take care of everybody. Our job is 24/7, and we just want a little bit of attention. I know there are women in my shoes. Guys, nurture the relationship. Just spend a little bit of extra time with your wife. And whenever my husband took me out to dinner, he was always in a hurry. But he'd come home. All right. Things, intimacy wise, was fine. All that was fine. But there was nothing nice leading up to it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing nice leading up to it. It was just, my husband, he's a nice person, but even the nicest of people will disregard their duties, or if it's easier to put the emotional burden on their partner, they'll go ahead and do it. And I guess to a degree, I kind of spoiled him, because I should have asked for more, early on in the relationship. Right. But anyway, I won't take any more of your time. Just guys and girls, nurture the relationship, nurture the marriage. If it, just don't stop. Don't forget the romance. Just don't forget the romance. It's so necessary, because in the end of the day, your kids are going to grow up and leave.
Right.
And then you're gonna.
And then it's just gonna be y'all two sitting around. Hey, but listen, me and NORADs be fucking sitting around dreaming about that shit, though.
Huh? What?
I said, me and Amanda be sitting around dreaming about that shit. Like, one of these days, these motherfuckers are gonna be out the house.
Yes. That's funny, but it's just.
But we actually enjoy spending time with each other.
That's so good. The little silly conversations.
Provided that the kids aren't like running around the house crazy.
Right. They go to sleep. But the thing is that I mean, relationships, you married the person to have a relationship with them. I mean, you have kids, people have kids, but the reason they got married was because they wanted to be with the other person.
Right.
So, you just need to take care, you need to nurture that relationship. It's not going to nurture itself. And one partner is going to find his or herself giving too much emotionally, and they're going to get sick of it. And that's why I left. And I was a good wife. I mean, my house was spotless. My kids look, I mean, just typical trad wife. And I finally got the bullocks, and I grew the spine, and I left because I said, you know what? I'm a good person. I want to be cared about. I just don't want to keep giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, because at the end of the day, I didn't even recognize myself anymore.
Right.
So anyway, I won't take any more of your time, but that's just what I wanted to say. Please nurture relationships.
No, I agree
Thank
with you. I
you so
appreciate
much.
you.
Thank you, dear, thank you guys for having me on.
Absolutely. In other news,
I gotta take you on more dates, babe.
that's hilarious.
I love you.
Love you too. I don't know. Most of y'all probably already know about the executive order that Donald Trump has signed. I meant to talk about it earlier today, but shit was acting stank. But Donald Trump signed an executive order, right, that quite literally allows for schools to essentially punish black children, more harshly than white children. So I guess we're cranking. I mean, not that the school to prison pipeline ever stopped, but I guess we cranking it up a notch. He said that schools were trying to cover up the fact that black kids were behaving more poorly in school, so that they wouldn't lose federal funding. So now he's had Linda McMahon pass legislation to make sure that they punish children more harshly. Yep.
I have a lot of feelings on this.
Feelings.
I don't know that I could properly articulate them because they're mostly anger-based feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But why does this motherfucker think this is a good idea? Who fucking said let's do this? Like, why?
Crazy town. Hey, babe, do you mind doing me a small favor really quickly?
Anything for you. What's
Do
up?
you mind calling in the hotline just to see if that joint works?
Sure, absolutely. Bye.
No. Oh,
I have to drop.
You don't have to drop. You can just click out of the thing for a second.
No.
All right, whatever. Do whatever you want.
I'll just come right back. It's easier.
All right, sure. Hello? Can everybody hear them okay over there on TikTok?
It does sound like I'm calling into a radio show.
Does it really?
Yeah.
But everybody can hear you, though.
Well, that's good.
Good. What do you mean when you say it sounds like you're calling into the radio show?
Like just the sound quality, it sounds like a radio show phone call.
It sounds like a radio show phone call.
Yeah.
But you guys can hear them clearly, yes? Cool. And what you hear is coming through the microphones.
Okay, so I would just need to have somebody on the panel so I can see if I can hear the panel.
Oh, okay. Somebody come up on the panel then. Let's see. Who do we got here? All right. Oh, they bounced real quick. Who else we got? Sounds like a radio, but clear. That's fine. John, what's going on, sir?
Oh, hey, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing okay, just getting home from work.
Hold on one
I
second.
was
No, Raz, can you
listening
hear
in.
them? And you can hear her, correct?
I can hear her, yeah. She's correct about the sound, though.
What do you mean by that?
It does sound like a radio call-in.
Oh, well, that's fine. I mean, like,
Yeah.
this is technically, like a radio show type of deal.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that everybody could hear everybody.
Oh, my God. It's so good to talk to you, both of you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of you the other day at the university.
A&M?
Yeah. How was that?
Oof. It was something.
Was it rough?
It was something. I didn't have much of a voice by the end of the day, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Did not have much of a voice by the end of the day, but all in all, I'm happy I did it. And yeah, I mean that's it. That's all. I'm happy I actually took part in it.
Well, that's real good. I caught a little. Somebody had the camera on you when you're having a conversation with a couple of people there. I caught a piece of it, so that was good.
And maybe you can hang up, and I'll set. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Bring them back up.
Yeah.
And how did that all come about? Did you guys organize it amongst yourselves, or were you reached out to by somebody, or all the creators?
So yeah, some other some organizers. So we work, on a few campaigns. So some of the organizers reached out and said, hey, would you be interested in joining this tour? So on and so forth. And so, we were like, hey, it's a good opportunity to get out there and, touch the community, especially the younger folks. So we decided to go ahead and do it.
Well, that's good. So let me ask you this. What was your takeaway, from their people's attitudes over there?
I think that we had a lot more of a positive experience than people would have guessed, to be honest with you. Like a significantly more positive experience than people would have assumed. So, I mean, I'm happy with it.
And do you feel like you guys were able to open some eyes? Open some minds up?
That's a good question. That is a good question. I think so. I mean, I think that we were able to, to get some people, involved, or get some people like, in the right headspace, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like there were some people that came in. There was a couple of young people that came in, kind of hot, and I think they left at least questioning their beliefs, and I think that's the best that you can ask for, especially at a predominantly white institution with mostly white students. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about what we were able to accomplish.
Well, it was a nice surprise to see you all together and, kind of aiming for one goal there. But, it's frustrating.
Got a little bit of bars there.
Can you hear me okay?
I can now.
You can? Okay. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, you have so much patience for it sometimes. It's so frustrating. YT people feel so entitled. I'm trying to work, too, to try to break a lot of that down, you know,
Right.
to get people to unpack and to deconstruct that. So I've been listening to a lot of lives. I've been joining a lot of lives to help, you know, learn as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been listening to your lives for months. And, you know, thank you for everything you bring to it. You have a lot of information, both you and your partner,
Yeah,
and even your son.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
The
bright
way
young guy.
that young man retains information is something to be marveled. I tell you what.
Yeah, that's impressive. I wish I could. At my age, I forget a lot, and that's my hesitation sometimes. You know, feel if I get out there, you know, I mean, do lives and stuff, which I'd like to, but
Hey, this life ain't for everybody, my guy. So make sure you're actually prepared. You got a little bit of bars there, John, but I appreciate you coming up, buddy. Thank you for the support.
It's not games.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. And no, I really appreciate you and NORAD.
Thanks so much, man.
And your whole group, you're the Tough Fam. I follow all of them. Travel.
Yep.
All that. And I'm learning a lot, especially about, you know, how to help fight this and break down the mentality. It's just so dangerous and so oppressive.
Yeah, I agree.
And you know, I understand how a lot of people in especially in the Black community are done. You know, they're just saying, hey, it's on you guys now. And in a way, I feel like that's right. That white teen men like me have to get down and dirty and do, you know, talk to other
somebody else got to do the work
white teen people and
somebody else got to do the
break
work
down.
All right, well, I appreciate you. I got to move on to the next guest.
But I still. Okay, I appreciate you, and you have a great evening.
You do the same.
No rads.
Yeah.
You take care.
All right, you too.
All right.
What's that?
He said to have a great evening to both of us, so I said thank you.
Oh yeah, Real Spock, what's going on? Joe, really quickly, Real Spock, hold on a second. Joe, are you there? Did you mean to request?
Yeah, I just want to tell you, I was actually one of the students that got to talk to you.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Can you just hold on for me for just a second? Let me talk to Real Spock, and I'll come right to you, my guy.
Cool.
All right. What's going on, Real Spock?
I just want to say good evening to you, and as usual, keep up the good work. You know, I've been with you since the days you were arguing with Snuff every day. Back in them days. Yeah. So and I watched you grow, man, and you're doing a great job, and you keep up the good work. That's all I came by, stop by, and say hi. I've been watching you over the years, and you're something, buddy.
I appreciate.
We appreciate you.
It's only up for
all your hard work. Huh?
All right.
Yeah, only up, brother. Hey, I'm working on something. I want to let you know. I'm trying to end homeless in America by using my businesses. I'm donating every dime of our profits to ending homelessness. I started a foundation, and we're working on the paperwork and stuff now. But every dime of my profits from my companies will be going. All the profits are going to end homelessness in America. We're doing it privately since the government won't do it.
I've been saying that the government is not coming to save us. We're going to have to figure out how to get this shit done on our own.
Right. So I'll keep you up to date on that. But that's what I'm working on right now. I'm trying to raise the money to buy some of the first businesses around DC that I'm converting into all the money's going to go into ending homelessness. I'm starting in D.C. area and working my way out. I'm trying to end it in the whole United States. We're working on a plan. We hope we get it launched by August. But
I love that, man.
All right, buddy.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too.
All right, what's going on, Joe?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
I just want to tell you I appreciate you, bro. I got to see you up there on that stage, on both stage, talk about a lot of important issues coming up. But yeah, I just want to tell you I appreciate you because you know a lot of my fellow Texas A&M students aren't really there with what's going on in the world. You know.
Right. If you had to like give me an idea of where they develop the vast majority of their opinions or ideas from, where do you think that they come from? Do you think that they come from like their parents, or is it something else?
Yeah. No, mostly it's from their parents. It's really kind of what I've seen, and like they say they do their own research, but I'll show them their own research. You know, yeah, like I'll show them like court cases, like the actual like papers, and they'll say that it's fake, and I'm like, it says New York right there, state of New York.
Right. Yeah. Oh, so like all of the times that he's been literally convicted of crimes.
Yes, they'll say it's fake, and even our law professors will say this was not fake, this was real, and they'll still say that he's lying. So it's pretty crazy just seeing that.
Is it hard to like? Because I'm sure that like you've built friendships with some of these folks, or no?
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. How do you maintain friendships with, you know what I'm saying, like people in your age group that are obviously like so wildly misinformed?
It's just, I really try not to bring up politics, but when someone brings it up, I just, oh, man, it drives me crazy. And like, especially like this year, I've had to like cut off different people.
What? What's going on?
You could be a squirrel mom.
Oh shit. Okay. Anyway, you could be a squirrel mom. Like, do you understand? I just want to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get a gauge for like the younger generation, especially like the school age kids. Like, do you understand how privileged it is to be able to have friends and just not discuss politics?
Yeah, it's so difficult not to bring it up because it's kind of like everywhere now. People will just mention something and I'm just like, man, like I know, because then if I say something, it'll be a 1v20, so it's almost impossible.
I love that.
Anything.
I live for those moments.
I
mean that sincerely.
Like, I take it.
I live for the 1v20. I'm like, look, you're gonna have to bring more friends. There's not enough of you.
No, yeah, but definitely you guys going out there like made me realize that a lot of people are trying to, you know, show what's really the truth, like behind all this misinformation.
Right. What about your family though? Are they conservative?
No, my family have always been like kind of moderates in between. They voted for like Obama.
Okay.
And my parents are both like immigrants, so at first they thought Trump's first presidency was
immigrants
really
from.
Oh, one's from Colombia and one's from Mexico.
Okay.
But the first time, they were really misinformed when it came for like the first presidency, because they thought Trump was really good. And then I kind of explained to them how everything worked, and I told them to actually like start researching. And now I just told them like everybody just wants to live their life, right?
Right.
Especially when it comes to like the gay people and things like that. People just want to live their life, you know.
Yeah, nobody's trying to convert you. And we kept asking folks, like that like at the campus, like what would it take? What would it take, you know what I'm saying, for us to convince you to be gay? Like, what is there a dollar amount? Like, how much do you need? It's like, what do I have to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, could you make yourself be attracted to me?
No, yeah. I always tell people like like they're people are like oh it's by my it's by the Bible or whatever, and I just tell them like I'm like how does it affect your life?
Open your eyes. Thank you. Okay, shoes off. Go wash your hands. No.
My man said, "Nah, bro."
But no, yeah, I just always ask people like, how does this affect your life if you're not if you're not gay, or like people always say that they push the agenda on TV, and I'm like,
how so? Because gay people happen to be on TV? God forbid they represent. So hold on. Let me ask you a question. This is what I want you to ask them next time they say that. Next time they say that they're pushing a gay agenda, this is the question I want y'all to ask whoever says that to you, right? If they show people in wheelchairs on TV show, are they pushing the wheelchair or the handicap or disabled agenda?
No, yeah, that's I kind of say like the same thing when it comes to like, even if they are putting things like that on TV, right? I'm like, there's specific people that it's meant for. Like, if you don't want to watch something like that, you could always change the channel, find a different show, maybe. It wasn't made for you. Like, it's made for a different audience.
Every single one of them watched Brokeback Mountain. Every single one of them. And had no problem watching it either.
No, yeah.
Every single one of them.
But I always tell them that, and they're like, well, why should I? And I'm like, I mean, it's kind of like, like a lot of people, I don't know if you've seen the movie Sinners. It just came out.
No. So my boy was telling me about that when I went to go pick up the kids earlier today. He was like, bro, I went to go see Sinners last night. And he said, that's probably the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life. He's like, I might go see it again tonight just because.
No, yeah. I mean, I loved it. And I'm like.
It's a Ryan Coogler movie, so.
Yeah. Some
probably
people...
bound to be good. My only hesitation is it's a vampire movie like set in the Jim Crow South. Like I'm just like really good. I don't know how many more vampire movies you can actually make.
The first like hour and a half, there's no vampires.
Oh, like, really?
Yeah, it's just setting up the stuff, and then out of nowhere, boom,
vampires. Yeah,
it was pretty cool. But I always tell people I always tell people like, for me, I'm not gonna go read I'm not a baseball fan, so I'm not gonna go read a baseball magazine, right? Or like like racial thing, I'm not gonna go read like an Ebony magazine, if that makes sense,
right?
Like it's not for my demographic,
right?
So why can't you do the same thing for gay people? You know what I mean? It's just everybody's just trying to live their life.
Bro, check their laptop one time when they leave that shit open.
Hit Control H.
Do you think I'm joking?
Jones, before my phone dies.
Go ahead, Oak Tree.
So I heard something from Itchy earlier that you were wondering where they got their information from, the younger folk. Mm-hmm. And Itchy said he checked his son's phone in 2020. And his algorithm was just like all messed up. He was listening to all the wrong things, which led him down a rabbit hole,
right,
of misinformation.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen.
So it's the algorithm.
Having kids home, like not at school and shit like that, and they can just scroll YouTube and shit like that and run into some Fresh and Fit, or like run into some fucking Charlie Kirk, or run into some what's that? Andrew Tate. Like, yeah, that red pill to douchebag pipeline is heavy. Red pill to incel, red pill to Donald Jimothy Trump. That shit is that's a heavy pipeline.
And please excuse my sinuses.
No, it's okay. Hey, yeah.
I'm sounding like one of the blaggers today with my sinuses. But
hey, listen, it's not. I'm not even. Listen, hold on. We was at the Unfuck America tour, right? And there's this like little short, stocky black dude, and one of the other creators like, isn't that dude from TikTok? Isn't that you know what I'm saying? That black MAGA dude from TikTok? And I was like, who? And they were like, Lumberjack, and I was like, no, that's not Lumberjack. Then bro started talking.
I thought you were gonna say me.
Then bro started talking, And I said, God damn, how is it that like Joel Patrick, Lumberjack, fucking, what's the light skinned dude that used to be on here with Lumberjack and them all the time? But I was like, yo, why all of them sound exactly the same?
Stuffy. And I asked one of them today, how do you live 365 days a year with your sinuses all messed up?
I wish I could remember that light skinned dude's name, because man, I used to clown him so bad. Cause like he'd just be like making these videos walking around his house, and I'm like, bro, can you clean your yard up? Like, what the fuck? Like, why would you put that on, like, for everybody to see? I was like, how you don't even got a broke down car in your yard. You got a broke down big wheel. That's how you know shit fucked up. How you got a big wheel missing the big wheel? Just laying in the yard. And he's like, yep, I'm going to go vote for Trump because he's going to make my life better. It's too late, bro. You already shit the bed. It's too late. It's too late. Amanda been quiet for a long time. I bet you they fell asleep. Yup. They gone. Well, anyways, Joe, I do appreciate you, friend. I do.
No, yeah, I appreciate you. I don't know if you remember. I'm the person that ran up was like, "Are you Mr. Jones?" And I took a pic with you, bro.
Oh, but, sweet.
Yeah, bro. But I just want to tell you, like, you on the stage, and especially like Brett. Brett really spoke to me.
Oh man, that was for real.
Man, like me, I'm a grown man. I was shedding a couple tears up there, down there.
Yeah, nah, that was for real, bro. Like
that
Brett,
was the most realest thing I've heard.
Yeah, Brett really, he really closed the show. Like that was it.
No,
that
yeah.
was it. That was all. Like after Brett, nobody was following that up.
Nah, yeah, it was amazing. It really, everybody in the crowd was crying.
Right, bro said, "Which one of your family members are you willing to bury?" I said, "Oh shit."
Yeah, that's when I was like, I was literally my exact expression.
Yeah,
right
I was
there.
like, I am not okay now. Like if I thought I was okay before, I am certainly not now.
No, yeah, but I don't want to take too much of your time. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, bro.
All right, talk to you soon.
Yeah.
No Raj done went and fell asleep on us, y'all. Hold on a second. Don't be no bitch. Come on up here. Don't be no hoe. Come on up here and talk that shit. What's up, Ruby? How are you?
That continuity will look sort of awful.
Okay, yep. Texas was amazing. Thank you so much, Martini. I appreciate it. Hey, guys, I ain't set no gifting goal today, but you know, me and No Rads have spent a significant amount of funds in order to go to Texas and to continue our work. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all in the bio. Or, I mean, you can see them up there as well. All the donations help. You know, we could use all of the funds that we can right now because we plan to do quite a few more destinations coming up soon. But also, if you want to donate directly to the PAC or to the Unfuck America tour. Shit, you know what? I don't think I ever put that shit in my link tree. We're going to do it right now in real time. That way, I know it's there. Give me 1 second. We're going to do this shit in real time so we know it's there. Because I keep saying I think it's in my bio, but then I've never actually went and checked. Because I always expect Amanda to get it done. I need to stop doing that, though. Let's see here. All right, there we go. Thank you, Cassie. I appreciate you. All right. Let me see. Fire Pod. If you guys haven't watched the Fire Podcast, you need to watch the Fire Podcast. Episode 4 comes out tomorrow. And you don't just have to watch it. You can actually go listen to it too. It's available on every platform. It's available on Spotify, Apple Music. I don't know the rest of the names of those places, but you can listen to it anywhere that that podcasts are listened to. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, so you gotta forgive me. Also, I was in the battalion newspaper this morning, so that's lit. That was a good thing to wake up to. That was dope to wake up to. I was like, hold on, man. They put me in the newspaper? I'm in the newspaper in Texas? So that felt good. That was a good feeling. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Lisa. I literally had no idea that they even knew who I was or any of that. So copy. All right. So I'm putting the link. I'm putting the link in the link tree right now. Bam. Add. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to change the name to the There we go. So yeah, there it is. It's right at the top. Right at the top. Right at the top. So go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and check that out. I'm also going to put the article from the battalion in there because I think that that's pretty cool. Like I said, I was really excited about that. I was like, hold up. I was like, then I put your boy in the newspaper. In response to Charlie Kirk's visit to campus, Democratic personalities Dean Withers and Parker brought their Unfuck America tour to Aggie Land. And then it goes down to say, I'm just going to read you the part. For the Withers and media personality Patrick Jones, who goes by Mr. Jones X online, opened with remarks encouraging the attendees to remain politically involved. For the future generation, it's time to pick up the mantle and fight the fight, Jones said. Withers said fundamental rights such as healthcare and civil rights are being threatened under President Donald Trump. If Trump had lost, none of those things would happen, Withers said. Withers and Jones then invited Trump supporters to debate them, including those who were unable to gain entrance to Kirk's event at Rutter Auditorium. The duo was later joined by Parker, who goes by his first name online, to discuss points of contention, including immigration policies, abortion rights, and Trump's sexual abuse allegations. Dope. Dope. Love it. Who we got here? I was getting hate text messages from one of my friends though while I was debating. They tell me I wasn't doing it right.
Hi, Jones.
What's up?
I have been a longtime watcher, so all love here. I was actually the one that asked Amanda this morning about the thoughts on the judginess about the tour and everything. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to let you know how happy I was to see that you guys had joined it. Because while I didn't have a whole lot of, the criticisms that other people do, because, I'm just a white woman, I don't have I listened to the POC on that, and I was hearing their complaints, but I really wanted to hear more, and you are definitely someone I have always looked to. And then when I saw the that you both were on the website, that made me so excited to watch it. I stuck with the lives, whether it was Johnny's, yours, Amanda's, and I thought it was awesome how, even though you were announced a little later, you went like to the forefront and were like,
well, I mean, there were some logistical things that we had to figure out before I could commit, you know what I'm saying, to doing anything.
So. I figured, yeah. But you and Dean both did an amazing job, and I think the only thing I would say, in combination with the criticisms mostly, is that as much as I agree that we need to be giving the voice to POC, white people have also always just bent the knee and expected POC to do that.
Right.
And they've been on the forefront of every rights movement. So when you have these young kids like Dean and Parker, even if they make missteps, because they're kids,
right?
They're practically kids.
Like I expect them to make mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
I expect white people in general to make mistakes.
Right, and it's nice to see, especially with, like, let's say the whole Parker and Dean thing with Harry. Like, they did their best to hold somebody accountable, and none of us know the whole story, and I wasn't really a Harry watcher in the first place, but it was nice to see them hold another white man accountable for that.
Right.
When they could have just as easily been like, oh, that's my bro, you know, he didn't do anything all that bad. But yeah, I mean, I like to see them stepping forward, but I was also super happy to see you and Amanda be joining that, as well as all the other amazing people of color that joined the tour, like Mermaid. And yeah, I'm sorry. I'm very excited to be up here.
No, it's okay. Take your time. No biggie.
But I do also want to put forward that I am a huge proponent for overfunding the public education.
So am I.
That is huge for me because I work and am very passionate about. I work for the Teachers Union in Pennsylvania, which is under the umbrella of the National Education Association.
We're trying to come there soon.
That would be amazing. PSEA is super like progressive with what we're trying to get done and everything. And as much as I'm happy that the Pennsylvania state government has stayed to a point where, like, not a whole lot super harmful is going to get passed because of what we've got going on, but it's almost like it's a standstill as well.
Right.
So we have to keep screaming about those things, especially in states like Pennsylvania, where it is almost a deadlock. We have to scream about all these things. The vouchers, like, that is a big thing, because as much as we do appreciate Josh Shapiro, he also kind of flip-flops on the voucher issue. So
Echo, pause.
Yeah, go ahead.
What happened?
What? Oh, I thought she said something. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, I mean, that's mostly what I wanted to say, is that I'm very passionate about that, and I love when you do speak about that, because I'm always behind my phone going, yes, 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 yes.
Okay. But yeah, I just, you know, I think education is the only thing, literally the only thing that's going to save us. from what we currently have going on. And I think that if we took more pride in education, we probably wouldn't have ended up here in the first place. So yeah, I'm always going to tout, education, mental health care, and working, towards working on society, as a bottom up approach. You know what I mean? Like it's something that we focus on the most marginalized first. Way up from there. I think that it's the only way that you can, because if you help the people that need the most accommodations, then obviously, the people that need less, less accommodations or no accommodations at all, their material conditions are going to be met. It's really that simple.
Yep. I think my parting words will be fight for education, fight for women's rights, fight for all the marginalized, LGBTQ, all of them. We should be all equals. And fight for unions. Fight for unions hard. We need workers' rights. And
right. Absolutely.
As someone who's been just joined 2 years ago, my first union, I could not be happier. Union rights, big time.
Absolutely. Yeah, I did a video on I did a video on unions not too long ago, just like last month.
Oh, I gotta look that up. I'm so sorry. I need to go find that. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna let you go so you can get someone up here. And thank you for talking to me, Jones. Have a good day.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
How do I get out of here?
Black Doug.
What's going on, cuz?
What's going on, brother?
I was Texas, man.
Yeah, it was Texas. Houston's like my home away from home, so you know what I'm saying? Like I never have any I never have any problems or worries in Houston. But I ain't never been on Texas A&M campus before, so that was a little different. I was like, yikes. These boys out here serious.
Yeah. Y'all plan on making any trips to the VA area?
Yeah. I mean, listen, we're gonna try to hit as many states as we possibly can, especially swing states.
Yeah, we got that gubernatorial election coming up. We got that coming up in November, but we got to vote for the primary in June.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Primaries are in June, huh?
So we got to vote for who we want to run on the ticket.
Right.
November. Yeah. So yeah. I believe June 25th, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go back and double check.
Giving me a great idea.
Yeah.
Plus, you know what I'm saying, I know a lot of folks in VA too.
Yeah. Especially, the 757 area is huge when it comes to that. So
I need to get with Tattoo Maven and some other people, because you know what I'm saying, like we might have to do like a little get out the vote, like, you know what I'm saying, maybe a little put together concert shit. I don't know. We gonna have to see what it do.
Right. With them both being, I'm trying to turn everything around that man blue.
Right.
But yeah, I just wanted to tap in, see how y'all were doing, you and Rads, before I went. Because normally you sleep. I'm surprised to see you up, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I'm up myself. I just realized what time it was. I need to eat and go to bed for real. So.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to tap in, see how y'all were doing.
I appreciate you, fam.
Ain't no problem, man.
All right, man. We'll talk soon.
All
right, cool. Golden Test, what's going on?
Hey, Jones. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself? You there?
Sorry, I just had an alarm go off.
Oh, okay.
But
No, you're good.
anyways, sorry about that. I guess I just wanted to say that you and your movement and the way you lead and your intelligence has been invaluable to me. I have a 15-year-old daughter who is um, well well ahead of her time, you know, and to have not only like the Deans and the Parkers who are able to speak the Gen Z lingo, like,
Right.
you know, but to have somebody who is reiterating the things I'm saying to her, and like it just all clicks and it all makes so much sense with her anyways, but helping you, like, you're really helping to shape youth too. You're supporting. I'm a single mother. I have two girls. They're 15 and 11. Their dad's a veteran. He has schizoaffective disorder.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I know what it's like to have a veteran spouse that has, you know, some mental health issues. So
I'm very fortunate in that area because I can say that he, like, his heart beat for them, and I saw him fight really hard for them. And when we both knew that, you know, it just wasn't a good situation for them anymore, he really did me such a favor by just stepping out and letting me raise them. You know, I was able to keep it together enough to not give me a lot of problems there. But past that, like, it's just, I don't have like a family support system or anything. And so just having other adults out in the world that I can, you know, provide the resource of you and your platform and the people that you platform is it. I'm really grateful for it.
I appreciate that.
Very
you
much.
know, I mean, being in the position that myself and Amanda are in, you know, always comes with its set of critiques. But I always say the same thing: nobody's bigger than the mission.
Exactly.
And so, like, you know, feel how you want to feel. But at the end of the day, we're going to do what is best so that everybody wins.
Yeah, we're in Texas too, and like, about to get out though, thankfully.
Where
But I don't know if there's actually any, like, you know, ideal place in this country, but we're gonna go to Colorado right now.
Oh, okay.
So, but anyways, it's just weird being around here. My teenager has had to deal with a lot of like bigotry revealed within like friend groups.
Right. I'm sure.
She's a high level martial artist, and she competes in like just the bigotry, and within there, the atmosphere of bigotry. It's just everywhere you turn, and like, these are the things I'm super grateful for the internet for, is just like, okay, they're like, our people are out there, you know. And I've been teaching them since they were little, like, get your shoes on, get your shoes on. Then mom gets like angrier and angrier. I'm like, see, a riot is the language of the unheard, right? This is what happens when people aren't listened to. So I've tried to like just kind of incorporate that general, you know, the reality of systematic racism, and like how, you know, just all and indigenous culture. My dad's indigenous, and so that's something I was exposed to growing up too, and just, you know, just the reality, just the truth of the world. And so yeah, I'm grateful to you. One thing that bothers me about the whole thing though is, like, for example, with Abrego Garcia, like, why do people keep talking about the fact that like he was deported? He was not deported. He was trafficked, essentially. Like, there was no legal process in which he was legally deported, right?
Right. No, he was not. He didn't have due process.
So for like, that's where I get frustrated with the circular arguments that aren't even about the issue, you know. And so,
well, I mean, that's their favorite thing to do, though. That's Charlie Kirk's favorite thing to do, is, you know what I'm saying, just like flip reality on its head, and, you know, like essentially frustrate you to the point where you forgot what it is that you were even arguing, and then he calls it a win.
No, yeah, no, I was raised by, I don't know, at least a narcissist, but I mean, she has sociopathic tendencies. But, I recognize that from a mile away, and my justice sensitivity is so strong. And so I don't like that kind of stuff. And that's where I will just kind of, because I've done it since I was little, dig my heels in and be like, that's not what we're talking about. That's not even true. I can't talk to you further unless we say true things,
Right.
So
shit. That's how I feel. That's how I feel now. Cause like when people try to like obfuscate or change the conversation, I'm like, no. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna address this.
Frustrating. Yeah, it's definitely wildly frustrating, and that's why I don't know. I guess that in my world, it's why I guess like I will cut things off so quickly because I'm not willing to do that. I have a really good friend of a long time that I'm going through this with right now because she was retelling a story, or she was telling a story about something that happened, and long story short, she said the N-word.
Oh, yikes.
And she said it, and my kids were right there. And I mean, the story wasn't inappropriate in and of itself, but the retelling of that, it was when her son was young, and it was like a mortifying moment for her, but she retold the story saying it. And I was like, oh, you can't say that, and I'm like, and she's like, well, it wasn't like, malicious. And I was like, no, you can't say that even retelling it. That's wild,
Right.
And it just was kind of like, she didn't get it. And it's like, I haven't.
What didn't she get?
I like literally don't know. I don't know, but I didn't have the capacity at that time. We were leaving somewhere anyways, I didn't have the capacity at that time, but I have not spoken to her since because I won't speak to her again until that is addressed.
Right.
So there aren't going to be like these, oh, hey, like, are you, I just can't do it until we address that and I see if this relationship is going forward or not.
Fair enough.
I can't be teaching my kids that and not modeling it for them.
Right.
And so it's just, I don't know. It's just when I feel the pressures of it all and bringing up these two young women in this country, in this state, around these people, and everything I'm trying to instill in them is
undermined by the society around you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's just so great to have like my daughter listens with me by herself. I'll be at work and she'll be like, Jones is live, and she'll like send it to me. It's just so great that it's not just that you're a resource and that you're your platform and the people you platform are this supportive community of what I'm trying to instill in them. It's also that she wants it too. And I just couldn't be more grateful that she has somewhere to get it.
Well, it makes me happy.
Yeah,
because you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely want I want my kids to grow up around other kids, you know what I'm saying, who get it, if that makes sense.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I just keep saying, like, just hold on. The whole world is not like this, and our next stop is going to be better than where we are, and our next stop after that will be better than that stop. You just got to find your community, and if they're not directly around you, at least there's like evidence of them being out there,
Yeah.
So anyways, that's all I wanted to pop up here and say. I've been wanting to express that to you and No Rads and some of the other awesome people that you guys engage with. Oh, Auntie.
Wiggs,
Literally, I say, my God, today, all the time.
God, today.
To my daughter. It's kind of an inside joke now.
Yeah, no, I dig it.
But I just really, yeah, I'm grateful, and I just hope that you keep it up. It's
Well, I appreciate
inspirational.
you.
Yes, I appreciate you as well. Have a good evening.
All right, you too. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Evolving. I would love to hang out, bro, and keep talking, but I am beat. I've been on here for like 3 hours now.
No, I already know. And on top of that, I was going to use my turn to say, go to sleep. Or go relax. You don't have to go to sleep, though. Go not do this.
Beat. Yeah, I'm
Can I just say one thing for 15 seconds?
Absolutely. Go ahead. Rock out.
If anybody out there needs assistance, mutual aid assistance, please hit up our site, hit me up, whatever. And if anybody has the ability to contribute to an activist who helps with the unhoused community named Sludge Knuckle, his name is Sludge Knuckle everywhere. Their name is Sludge Knuckle everywhere. Please, if you can, that person is in dire need of resources because their resources go to everyone around them. They never keep anything. So please.
That's awesome. Tell them where they can find your. Oh, it's evolvingseeds.com, right?
Yes, but you don't have to, because, and this is not for your audience, so forgive me. Definitely not for you or your audience. But a lot of people have short attention spans, so I don't want them to go to my website first. Go to just wherever, go to Sludge Knuckles information everywhere. It's at Sludge Knuckle everywhere that we all are, and they could use your attention and resources. Please, if you have it. Thank you.
I appreciate you, fam.
Man, I appreciate you. I did want to say too that your platform, just like the other person was saying, what I appreciate about you specifically is that your shit's not performative, and your status is like the level of the level your platform is and the status that you have from it is easily corruptible. And I pay close attention to people. Like I said something in the comments one day, and there was like 1K people in the room, 500 people in the comments, and the thing was going like. And I said something, and it was not complimentary to either side of anything, and you addressed it, and you were like, I rock that, and I was like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like most people who are performative, they would have just ignored what I said. They wouldn't have addressed it at all. And I appreciate you so much for being concise and diligent. So yeah, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Hey, listen, everything that I talk about, like I said, everything I talk about online, you know what I'm saying? I do that shit in real life. Like I'm not just on here, yapping for the fun of it, for shits and gigs. Oh shit.
Hell yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm not just on here, you know what I'm saying, like saying shit just to hear myself talk. And like I said, anybody who's collabed with me in real life or met me in real life, they'll tell you the same thing. And the cool part about it is, the really cool part about it is, tens of thousands of people got to watch it these past few days.
I've been on it. And if there's anything, because you guys are, not even you specifically, but your platform is what I consider more of an inner systems activism branch, but it's a finger on the same fist as an external systems activist. Neither one is more important, especially from our position. And if you have anything that you want me to put on the website, always point me in the right direction. That's how, and the purpose of Evolving Seeds is to spotlight the work other people are doing, because if nobody knows they're doing it, a lot of people think ain't nobody doing the shit. So
I hear that. I appreciate that. All right, man. I'm going to get some sleep. Hey, guys, were you not entertained? We did it. We got listen, y'all got a Jones After Dark. Like for real, Jones After Dark. I'll never stay on this late. And I gotta get back up here and take the kids to school in the morning. And then I gotta come hang out with y'all again. But I think I like this setup a little bit better. If you like the way that the YouTube setup is better, you can still go watch me on YouTube. I'm there. If you like the way that Twitch looks better, you can still go watch me on Twitch. I'm there. You'll be able to hear everybody. Everybody will be able to hear you. This, like I said, this setup happens to work out a little bit better for everybody involved. I don't know how No Raz is gonna feel about it because they haven't seen it yet, but I like it. It works for me. Anyways, listen, guys. Like I always say, Doing the work that we do is not easy and it's not free. If you appreciate the work that we do, please consider contributing. As you can see up there, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo are all up there right above my head. We'll be back tomorrow morning, probably around 8. Well, it depends on how quickly I can get back from dropping off the girls at school. But we're gonna shoot for around 8:30 tomorrow morning. Come hang out with y'all again, and get in a little bit more good trouble. How's that sound? Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for all the old subs. Thank you for any new subscribers that we may have had. Thank you for the gifters. Thank you for the tappers. Appreciate all of you. I really do love y'all. I mean that. And I appreciate all the people that, have ridden by our side through the ups and the downs and the sideways and the twists and the turns. It means a lot to us. We've had a lot going on. I mean, a lot going on. We're going to have to find a new nanny soon. Anybody in Florida, looking to be a nanny, live-in nanny? Anybody interested? Anybody know somebody who might be interested? Let us know. Because we got a lot of kids. We need a lot of help. Anywho, check on your friends. Everybody who says they're okay is not necessarily okay. Protect your peace at all costs. Take care of your mental health. If y'all are serious, hit me in the DMs. Hey, listen, I'm going to repeat that one more time. Protect your peace at all costs. No friendship, no nothing is worth your peace of mind. Protect your peace at all costs. If they are not helping you move forward, they are holding you back. If they are not building you up, they are tearing you down. Protect your peace at all costs. If you have not yet started your therapy journey, today is an amazing opportunity for you to do so. Eat as healthy as you can. Drink your water. Take your medication. Stay informed. And as always, stay dangerous. Love you guys.
So Charlie Kirk's being slimy again. He's creeping in our lives. I was just on a live with Simple Black Theory and a bunch of the other creators talking about the Unfuck America tour. And lo and behold, the blue check mark, the Charlie Kirk show with 6.6 million followers shows up in our live. And we invited him on stage and he still refuses to talk to us. Now, whether that was the real Charlie Kirk, his campaign manager, who fucking knows? But the point is he's being slimy because my thought is he is screen recording our life because his entire platform is own the libs because he don't give a shit about mending the broken relationship between the right and the left. He don't give a shit about that. All he wants to do is profit off of it, and he calls himself a patriot. And as a true patriot, CFH Unfiltered combat veteran and former sniper, I take great offense